Good morning, good afternoon, or possibly good evening, depending on when you have tuned in for our On the Top conversation with Nabil Indris on the power of service. I hope you enjoy.
Well, Nabil,
Yes,
I
sir.
am so delighted you were able to find some time to share with me and my friend Endo in regards to just capturing your wisdom, your insights, your reflections in regards to your time here at New Helen, your service in your home community now,
Mm.
some of your plans that obviously have had to be revised because as I remember last, you were leaving here and heading to DC, which is where you are now, correct?
Yes, sir. Yep.
And from DC, you were for a certain time frame. I don't know if that time frame has lapsed, and then you were going to be heading to Haifa to do service. Is that correct?
Yep.
So is that window of opportunity still open for you?
So, so far, yes. I just got actually not too long ago got an email asking me if I was still interested based on what we're facing right now all over the world with the problem we're facing, and I pretty much told them that I'm still interested to come home because there's no flights coming in and out of the country. So hopefully, this is just my estimation. Hopefully by July or August. Make my way to Israel. Originally, I was supposed to be there May 11th yet, but they just asked me if I was still interested in, which I was. So I notified them already, the house of worship.
Okay, so there's what I hear you saying, there's still a possibility.
Yep. Once the whole, well, not the whole thing dies down, but I think hopefully once flights start going out and in and out internationally, and hopefully I'll be able to travel there. And I've been monitoring, like they're over there, what's going on with
They're really like very cautious when it comes to like security and health. I remember when I went there, Ebola just broke in Africa. And it took me over like 3 to 4 hours to get over customs to get into Israel after I got into the country.
uh,
I was in Ethiopia like 2 months before Ebola broke out. And anybody who has been to in Africa within a year, they were like in big screen. Like they screened everybody who came through Africa in the last year. Africa and stuff like that. So that's probably why they're so low when it comes to this virus, is because they actually take they're very strong when it comes to like health security as much as like.
Well, America uses Iranian's security system in airports, for example, because the Israeli security system is so tough. If I'm not mistaken, they were doing 14 days quarantine if you get to Israel in a hotel, stuff like that. From what people told me, that was over there already. So I mean, they definitely take their precautions. I mean, they're in a place where it's tough over there, even without the coronavirus over there. So they definitely have to be tough when it comes to security.
They are basically like connect to all the youth who come through Luhelen, right? And you've been through Luhelen, you've been through Greenacre too, haven't you?
Yep.
So we want to learn like how can we, like, what was your experience at Luhelen? Did they want to make you serve more? Did they want to, did it inspire you to be able to go to the World Center maybe too? Like meeting people from everywhere at Luhelen.
Around that neighborhood for community service was Mia and Fita and everything. And then we played basketball with them. I remember we met a lot of people that lived in the community that are not Baha'is. I would not have been able to do that if I didn't meet amazing human Ramad and Fita. And I know Fita and Mia from Greenacre, and I didn't even know they were at Luhelen at the time when I was coming to Luhelen. I would just,
I would have thought that you and Endo and Rock knew each other prior to that. I would have thought you guys possibly would have served together. I know I asked Endo that because I was surprised to hear that you were heading to Haifa to serve. I think I said, again? And said, no, he hadn't served. I said, I thought maybe you guys have been kicking it from when you were serving there. And y'all act like y'all been friends since childhood,
Yeah, it's weird, to be honest. Like, you meet people all over the world, but there's always there's a special spark that you always find, especially like in the Baha'i institutes, because you work together, you sleep together, you eat together, all that even makes you more connected to each other. I have a lot of friends that I like named like Randy, who is similar like Endal Kacho that I met at Greenacre, and who is still my best friend. And he's one of the people that I always talk to Endal Kacho about too. We Skype and everything every single day. I think it's the beauty of service, in my opinion, right now, when I think about it, is not only you giving to you Abdul Baha, to the Baha'u'llah, to the faith, it's also you're feeding your souls.
Thank you for joining us on this 3-part series on the power of service, featuring Nabil Indris. Stay tuned.